Hi there, welcome to the first class in today's Summer Creative Day. Thank you so much for taking part and joining me. I do hope you enjoy the projects that I've designed. For our first card this morning, we are going to create this aperture card using the Picture This dies. The Picture This dies cuts out that front piece of basic white which you will have in your kit. So to create this card, you're going to need your card base. Give that a good score, good press with your bone folder. You've got a piece of the designer series paper. Oops, mine is just ever so slightly too long. Let me just trim that down. And that should measure 9.5 centimetres wide by 13.9 centimetres long. That's just half a centimetre smaller than that card front when you measure it. You can go ahead and stick that down so that it is flat against the card base. Pop it in the middle so that you've got a nice area of white around the outside. This is your piece that I have die cut for you already. You're going to add dimensionals all over the back of that and then stick that down. Okay, here's one I made earlier. And the reason we're using dimensionals is because you want a little gap behind those sections to tuck your turtles or tortoises, whatever you want to call them, in and around that little panel. And then you have your basic white layer that you're going to just stick inside flat as well. So the main feature of this card is obviously the turtles. I've tried to keep it quite plain this first card. They get a bit busier as we move through the day. So I'm going to show you how to create those now. So for our turtle, we're going to layer the turtles up. So we've got a base layer of the turtle that's stamped using early espresso ink onto soft succulent cardstock, this lovely green, and then you've got the shells that are stamped and cut out from the Sahara sand, the light browny colour. So let's bring in our stamp. So we're going to start by stamping two outlines, one onto soft succulent and one onto Sahara sand. And this is the same process for all the turtles on this card. Okay, then we need to add the shell detail just to the one that we've stamped onto Sahara sand, like so. So you can see that like that. Now, we are going to use the punch to cut out the green one only. Like so. So we have our green turtle. And then you're going to use your scissors to cut around the edge of just the shell so that you have something that looks like this. Okay, so those are the two elements to our shell. Now what you're going to do now is you're going to add a little bit of ink around the edge of your shell, and this is where the sponge dauber in your pack comes in handy. So just add a little bit of brown ink and then go around the edge just of the brown. You don't need to do this on the green. Like so. And then if you look closely on this card, it's really hard to show you this, the top one is domed slightly, so turn it over. If you've got a stamping pierce mat, great, use that. If you don't, just pop it in the palm of your hand, and we're going to just go round and round with the lid of our Tombow and we're going to curl that, so you can now see that that's got a little bit of shape to it. Okay, and then take a dimensional, pop it in the centre of your base turtle and stick the shell on like so. We now have a really cute little domed shell turtle. Okay, so you need to do the same with the other big one with the shell detail. And then you need to do the same with the small ones. Now with the small one, there's obviously no punch for the small one, so use your snips to just cut around the edge of the green. You leave a little border so it matches the bigger ones, and then attach your shells. So now we just need to pop our turtles in our card. So this first one is going down nice and flat. We have this little guy here, and he is going on just on a dimensional. Oops, pulled two. These mini dimensionals are quite handy if you've got them. If not, just cut up a normal size dimensional. And then down here we have our big guy. So I'm going to pop a dimensional inside that layer like so. And then add him on. And then we just need to stamp our sentiment. So you have a piece of just jade cardstock, and that measures 1 centimetre by 6 centimetres. And we're going to stamp our sentiment onto that. So I'm stamping with Early Espresso again, so the brown ink, keeping it all nice and the same. And then I'm just going to take a little mini dimensional, and you can see I've just tucked it underneath like so, and then we can stick that on, and then our last little turtle just gets stuck behind there, and he's being stuck down flat. Okay, and there we have it, our first card all finished. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.